Hey everyone, just thought I'd do a quick video just giving you a bit of an update on Snake Mountain. I've started this kind of diorama thing. It's the first time I've ever tried anything like this, so it is very much work in progress and I'm kind of learning as I go along. I've got a couple of these kind of boards here which I'm using, which I've actually put on this table. I've actually had to screw them in a couple of places because with the heat and stuff, they've just been they've curled up either side. So I've had to do that just to keep them on here. So anyway, what I started doing basically with it is I put obviously Snake Mountain on there first of all and kind of drew around it so I knew what I had to work with. And then I started off, I knew that I want to do something with this kind of lava thing. So what I basically did is I got these kind of foam bits here. And I had a couple led down here which I knew I wanted to use, and then I sort of cutting them into shape and making them look a bit rough, with kind of having two here. And then what I did is I made this kind of like you get this like molding putty, so I put that all around here, and then put in some bits in here as boulders and in and around here to keep this kind of epoxy resin in, which I'll come to in a bit. I started off then with what do you call it? What's the like filler kind of stuff, basically, and kind of making that all messy everywhere and doing that all around. And I'm nowhere near finished. So and I found sort of similar color purple. So I started with some spray stuff, and I've got a few other paints in. So like on this side here, this is closer to the kind of weathered look that I'd be looking for, in terms of like it's kind of a mix of a color and then it looks like it kind of matches in with that. So what I want to do is kind of get this area here all covered and painted and looking a bit like this, so it's like a continuation of this. So I may even do a few of these type of jagged kind of rock things and things like that. With the waterfall, what I did is I used epoxy resin. So it's the first time I've used that. So I started off in really small quantities, and this isn't done either, and just poured like a little bit in, literally like that in a beaker, let it all set. I mixed it in with this like red sort of powdery stuff and let it set. Left it like a day or two, let it set. So this is probably a combination of like 4 or 5 lots, and you can see the last lot I put in like these little stones and bits and pieces in here. I poured the last lot in here, and actually this bit here actually looks a bit more clear, so I probably need to put red over the top. But you can see here it does look like molten rocks kind of flowing in. You see where you've got that next, where it kind of dried up here, it's got the effect of almost like a wave of lava. So I'll probably build another layer here, another layer here, and also then put in some oranges and kind of yellows in there. I've also put in a couple of dummy like old like hands and bits and pieces, parts that I found. So the idea, I want to make it look like maybe like someone has been falling in the lava and they're escaping out, or been killed, and that was all that was left of them. So I've put in a couple of figures here. Obviously these bits all a bit kind of roughed up, but these bits all kind of dried up, so they're a bit scabby. But I think I'll get there with the color match. I think this bit here is probably the closest to how I want to get it at the moment. So it's the closest kind of match. I kind of put other bits of kind of lava sort of going off here, and I may have other like little pools of lava or gunge, mud and things like that. So I've got loads of like bits of effects that I can add in, kind of plant effects and things like that. So the idea is this will be like a battle scene that you've got in here, and we'll have He-Man and Skeletor and everyone kind of battling out on the front here. So that'll be the kind of view as you come in. And I think actually the lava thing works pretty well. Up close you can see it is there's a lot more detail that needs to happen, and on the back actually it's even more undone actually. So you can see I kind of run out of material and then started using this other moulding putty and just kind of put a few blobs down just to give an idea of what I want to look like. So all of this needs redoing, but you can kind of get an idea of what it might look like. In here, so this bit's quite good. So this is another bit that I use with epoxy resin. So I'm just going to put that down here. This was like a polystyrene thing which I put in here, and I've put other bits of moulded putty all around it here just to give it a bit more of a look. And then I put in this yellow in here, which is supposed to match the kind of yellow that's in here. So I'll probably end up putting in a bit of green as well. I put in some little stones, another little arm in here. So this is all set. And you can see actually I've done it so this bit will fit in here. So, you know, when it's all said and done, you've got everything going on in the background. I think actually that will look pretty cool. So yeah, that's it. So I need to do a few bit more in and around that, but I think actually that will look quite good. And obviously this side here is really undone. If you sort of mean, it's not, I haven't really started on this side yet, but you know, it's work in progress. I think it will look good when it's all done. It'll just kind of look like an extension of Snake Mountain, which will be really nice. Yeah, and I've also got Castle Grayskull to review as well. So that's the, what would you call it, Origins version as well. So while I'm here, I'll show you a few, I'll give you a bit of a look around, but you see I've got loads of other stuff to review or put out. So you've got Double Dealer and a load of other Transformers here. Got some of the epoxy stuff that I've been doing. I've got Unicron here, which I need to put on display. Bunch of other Transformers and bits and pieces in here. Stuff that I did from a like a toy haul video down here. We've got some more bits and pieces. We've got Evil Lyn and Merman there. Got a few Transformers that I'm doing reviews and bits and pieces on. More Transformers there I need to review. That I picked up the other day, which is really cool. The Ecto Optimus Prime thingy. This is where I've got other stuff that I want to work on and do. I've got these little bits here, which is kind of stuff that I'll put on and add. Some like wired fencing as well. These are the types of things that I was using to kind of mix in. And there's like a red one which I used, which is like, they're just like powder and you mix it in with them. So that's quite good. I've got some more spray painting as well. So I'll be using that to kind of make that look a bit more Snake Mountain-y, and some other bits as well, which I'll come around to using for other dioramas, hopefully as well. Yeah, so it's all coming together. It's the time really. I'll show you some of the other bits I was going to add in. So some of these as well. So pick these up from the local comic shop. So these will look well in and amongst everything else, just to give it that kind of organic feel. And got these kind of little tufts and things like that as well. So I add all of that in. I was going to use some of this kind of like all-purpose stuff as the kind of base for it all, and kind of build off that and do it that way really. But yeah, it's coming together. It's getting there. But I just wanted to give you a quick look at it. I'm trying to do more videos, but I'm just struggling a bit recently. Just time more than anything. Yeah, but yeah, here's a few other bits in here. I've got some more He-Man bits and pieces up here. I like to pick up Hordak because he had a bit of a fall. I would like to do sort of dioramas for all this Transformers bits here as well, kind of Beast Wars Kingdom stuff. I would ideally like to have 2 shelves for the Beast Wars stuff. So at the moment everything's kind of just dumped there at the moment. So yeah, a bit of a mix, and got some more He-Man stuff down here. Even some Visionaries and bits and pieces down here. So yeah, it's just trying to get everything sorted. I'm like way behind on reviews to the point where I'm thinking, you know, I've got stuff sitting there that I just want to actually get out of this box, get it off out of these places and get them on display. I'll show you this other display around the corner here, just as I move this, which I've done some updates to. So I'll put the actual thing on. So I've got some of the Transformers red figures there. Bumblebee, Soundwave, Megatron, Starscream and Optimus. Some of the other figures there which I've updated. And then I've put some of these figures on display down at the bottom here. So I put Galvatron and Scourge and Sweep and a few G1 characters down here as well. So there's a few displays and stuff I just need to update. I still need to finish off that. I started building it, I haven't finished. So yeah, lots to go. There's the red Starscream there as well. So yeah, that's it. So another quick view from the back here. See what you think. And then come back round to the front. If you guys have got any ideas as well, hints and tips, things that you think would look cool, all feedback is welcome. So let us know what you think down in the comments below. All that normal stuff. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe, yada yada yada. Click the old bell button. Anyway, thanks. I'm so hot, I'm practically melting. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye bye for now.